Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening. Bitcoin, altcoins,
Welcome
Black Friday sale,
9 a.m. Central European Time
on the Echo. There we go. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily. And as you can see right now, we had like 2 days in a row where we had like 2% move towards the upside, which is quite nice. Not gonna complain, but I'm not convinced yet. I'm gonna show you why. There is definitely a couple of patterns that are happening right now on the chart. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the bottom part of the heat thing on the side. So it's just standing upright. So it fell down. There's that. Okay, guys. So what we're gonna talk about is there are definitely some kind of patterns. We are not very convinced that this is gonna go towards the upside. We're gonna talk about Mladen's divergence. I'm gonna make my case for why that's not a divergence, but I could be wrong. I was wrong before, so there is that. But I was actually yesterday in the chat saying that if we go above 16,279 before the daily close, I'm gonna be extremely bullish and we're gonna play Dodge Daddy. Unfortunately, we didn't do that, so there is no Dodge Daddy today. Kids divergence, so there is no Dodge Daddy today. But before we start, guys, Black Friday sale is on TradingView right now. You still got 3 days left to get the TradingView right now. This is the best deal you're gonna get entire year. This only happens once a year, 1 week every single year. There is a huge discount on TradingView. So if you wanna get TradingView right now, it's the time to get TradingView. You also get a free month when you sign up, when you use the deal, and you can also get 30 bucks, meaning a 1 extra month. God damn it. Sorry about that. You can also get 1 extra month. You get 30 bucks if you use my link down below. But to use the link down below and get the 30 bucks, you need to make a new account, meaning new email. Besides that, there's that. You get 30 bucks, I get 30 bucks, everybody gets 30 bucks, everybody's happy, right? But this is the best deal of the year. So, I'm gonna shield this for the next 3 days because that's when you wanna get TradingView. If you ever wanted to get TradingView subscription, right now, it is the time to get that. I'm gonna, extend my premium for the next year. I'm buying annually because that's what I do. So there is that. If you are trading, you're serious about this, you want to get the deal right now. Black Friday sale, guys. Now that that's out of the way, let's see what's been happening on the charts, and let's start with a very small time frames up here. So yesterday I was actually putting this number up here at 16,279. Before we start, of course, who is in the chat? The center plan, what's up, man? Mladen Petrov is here to, look at the divergence. Roshten Army, springtime, baby. Not quite spring just yet. I'm gonna show you why. As you can see up here, also might be some kind of rising wedge up here. So I'm expecting a pullback. I'm gonna show you why. Roshten, be nice. Bullish divergence on daily. Morning Techno Viking, I doing BNB pumping. Like there are definitely some coins that are doing okay, but 4-5% pumping after going down 30% towards the downside. I don't know, man. I don't know. That could be discussed. Where is BNB, by the way? Let me see if I find on my chart. BNB is up 10% right now. Damn, that's big. That's big move for BNB. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. But BNB is holding very strongly, even though it fell up, like over here it exploded towards downside, fell down, moved down a little bit, still not below the previous low, 200 bucks. Very strong coin. And I told Mladen like BNB is one of the best coins in the space. BNB is like, they are supported by Binance. They have huge amount of intelligence behind the BNB coin. Like BNB is not going anywhere. Like I would say even that BNB might even be better, stronger than Ethereum. But that's my case for BNB. Now, who more is in the chat? Dutch Ring Racing, good morning, how you doing, man? Techno Vikings, Kids, Divergence, yo, late adopters, how you doing, Eric? The Green is Goblin, what's up? The Green is Goblin, Stanko, dobro jutro. Anthony, we here, bro, nice, Anthony, welcome. I'm here to look at the Divergence. Bitcoin pump before the dump, of course. We're gonna see that. I think there will be another move towards downside. I'm gonna tell you why. So here's the thing. Yesterday in the chat, I said I want this to close above this level up here, 16,279. Now this was very important because 16,279 is actually on the daily time frame. If you zoom in very nicely up here, on the daily time frame, it's right up here, 16,278. This on Bitfinex, but you know, 279, 278, give or take, that's up here. So I said if we can get this candle up here to get a bullish engulfing candle up here, that will be a very strong indication that this is actually a very nice pump towards the upside, right? Now we failed to do that, so there is no dodge daddy today. I said if we do that, there will be dodge daddy, there will be huge bullishness in the chat, but right now there is no bullishness. And what I'm gonna tell you is right now that this kind of looks a little bit shady, because I think we can expect you know, a rejection and another move towards the downside. Now if we do continue going towards the upside, you know, again I was wrong, whatever, but I think right now, you know, we are in for another pullback towards the downside. Right now you can see right now on the daily time frame we are breaking the 10 moving average up here towards the upside. Everything looks nice, but we still haven't broken, you know, the previous mid low up here or anything like that. There are a lot of important levels of resistance that we haven't broken just yet, so you know, this move towards the upside is kind of sketchy, and I'm going to tell you more about that. So let's go back to the short-term time frames up here. This is a 1 hourly time frame. Yesterday, let's remove the moving averages just so we can see what's happening up here. Let's go even shorter down here, 15-minute chart, something like this over here. So just before the daily close up here, somewhere around the, you know, somewhere around here, I drew this triangle up here, which was very nice. We actually managed to get out of the triangle. Up here was the daily close, so I was hoping that this would actually, you know, do another move up here and close above the 16,279, and we didn't do that, so we did not get the bullish engulfing candle towards the upside up here. We went down here, retested this triangle, and exploded towards the upside. So right now we are doing another one of these, you know, zigzag moves up here, and the question is how far towards the upside we are gonna go. Now let me show you a little bit zoomed out chart. This on the 4 hourly time frame, and what you're gonna see here, this is the previous triangle up here, what's happened. So what are we actually doing? We've been talking about this before, guys. Any kind of pattern, especially you know, wedges, triangles, even channels, they often fall out to one side and then try to, you know, break the resistance, or you know, fall out, you know, or go towards the upside and then try to break the support. So oftentimes these fake outs, these you know, these springs happen because price wants to retest or break out. So over here we tried several times breaking towards the upside. We failed every single time. So what we are doing right now, we are going below the support, down all the way down here. We're going below the support, getting a lot of new people into the space and trying to break this very resistance up here at 16.6 or something like that. We're trying to break that, but right now you can see already right now that we did a nice move towards the upside, but I'm a little bit unsure whether this is gonna be broken. So when is the bad time coming up here if we fail to break right now towards the upside? Because we went down, we managed to get, you know, bulls in, and right now we, you know, managed to, you can see up here very nicely how, you know, the price came down, got rejected, came up here, got back inside the triangle, and right now it's retesting this resistance up here at the top. Right now it's retesting resistance at top. Now it needs to break the resistance at top, because if it fails to break the resistance, that means that, you know, the bulls are not strong. The bulls are not strong, and this is gonna go towards the downside. So it can definitely do something like this and then break towards the downside. But if it starts getting a reject up here, goes down here and goes back outside of the triangle, it's gonna be the very first sign of weakness. So once you get this sign of weakness, the next target is back at 16.6, and the next sign of weakness is breaking this this on the downside, right? So you get a couple of signs of weakness, but the first sign of weakness, it's already coming in here, but you know, the major sign of weakness is getting back outside of this triangle towards the downside. Right now this triangle is, you know, on the bottom side is pretty much confirmed. You can see how nicely up here, you know, it tested that you know, a couple of times from the bottom side as a resistance, and right now trying to break towards upside up here, but it's kind of failing to do that, and there are several other indications that it's failing to do this. So I'm definitely looking at this triangle. I'm looking for this move towards upside, whether this is gonna be zigzag, you know, down, up, something like that. It needs to get above this this high up here. Let's go to daily time frame. It needs to, you know, start creating some kind of higher highs up here above the resistance, but I would like it to go all the way above previous high up here, previous pivot point up here at the top. You can see up here, previous pivot point up here at top, and right now we are not even close to that. That's around 16.9, give or take. We gotta go above that. So we are not close to that. We are coming to the resistance. People are a little bit bullish, but it's not kind of time to be bullish just yet. It's not kind of time to be bullish just yet. There are definitely some nice moves up here on the daily time frame. Yes, we are, you know, above, you know, 10 moving average, but you know, we still got 15 hours and 46 minutes left, so this can definitely pull back right now. On the 4 hour, it is very nice. You can see up here we came up above 10-20 moving average, right now above the 50 moving, consolidating up here. But if we start breaking down here, we're gonna be sitting on the 10-20 moving average, and the first sign of weakness, that means, you know, moving out of the triangle, moving below the moving averages. That's very bad. So it is kind of decision time whether this is gonna, you know, manage to break towards the upside. Let's look at even bigger time frames up here on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, what we are having right now is some kind of you know, morning doji star in the making up here. There is a major resistance up here at the bottom, previous bottom 18.8. So you can see up here, even if you go towards the upside, you know, it's not that good unless we, you know, start getting above 18.7, 18.8 or something like that. We need to break these resistance levels towards upside. We need to show that we are bullish, right? In technical analysis, the way we you know, show bullishness and bearishness is you show bullishness when you break resistances. When you start going up, you are breaking resistances, you're breaking bearish patterns towards upside. All of these things shows bullishness in the price. On the other hand, once you start, you know, failing to break the support also shows bullishness, right? You go down to support, you fail to break the support, or support is holding, that also shows bullishness. So there are several, you know, kind of things that shows bullishness in the price, and there are also several kind of things that shows bearishness in the price. What does shows bearishness? Price breaking supports, right? Anytime you break support, you show bearishness in the price. The second way you can show bearishness in the price is when price fails to get above the resistance. It goes to the resistance, get rejected. It didn't go break to support, but it did not go higher. It also shows bearishness, right? So what we are having right now up here, let's go to the daily time frame up here, 4 hourly time frame, and draw the triangle again. So we are having right over here right now is that, you know, we are failing to show bullishness. You know, we are failing to break towards upside up here over resistance. We came to the resistance, but if we fail to that, you know, and start kind of getting rejected by the resistance, we are definitely showing bearishness on the chart. And then after that, if we start going back below the support, we are showing even more bearishness. So, you know, that's how these things work. So you want to figure out whether price is bullish or bearish. You know, you look for what's getting breaking and what's not getting breaking, and so forth, so forth. Now, on the weekly time frame, as we said, this needs to go up above 18.8 or something like that, but we are not even close to that. I'm still giving it one more week to see how this is actually going to react. Can we pump towards the upside? But we are not quite there yet. Let's go into the small time frames up here, and just like we said in the very start over here, right now, maybe, just maybe, we are creating some kind of a rising wedge up here at the top. You can see up here, rising wedge at the top. Now, there are two levels on the move towards the downside up here. Let me also go to the 4 hourly time frame, remove the moving averages for a second, and draw the triangle that we just had up here. So this is the triangle, right? This is the triangle that we are looking for. This is the triangle that we are trying to break out of up here, right? And you can see this move towards the downside over here. This is more than likely. Right now, we're having this rising wedge up here. It might go all the way down to the support and then bounce out of the triangle. And if you look at the small time frames up here, there are a couple of levels that are very important up here. It's not up here, this top up here, or I mean the triangle up here is important support level, but I would say it's all the way down here at these bottoms down here, give or take previous bottoms down here. These are important levels over here. So if we go towards the downside, you know, have some, even break the support over here, we can still go down to these levels. I would say this is the first level of support, 16K. give or take. This is the first level of support. So, you know, this move towards downside can come. It can come on a week, you know, and we can close up here. But, you know, if this... I would say when this break, not if, when this breaks towards the downside, we might go all the way down here to 16k. You know, hopium is just gonna bounce off of the 16.13k, but if we go to, you know, something like 16k and then bounce off of that, that's also very bullish. As long as we get back right back in the triangle up here, it's all good and dandy. The problem arises if we start breaking this towards the downside, go down here all the way to the bottom. So technically, you know, these rising wedges, bearish rising wedges goes all the way down to the bottom, bullish rising wedges goes something like this and then bounce over here, you know, any kind of bullish rising wedge, you want to see some kind of bounce at the first support up here. So first support, I wouldn't say it's gonna hold, you know, this, it might also bounce over here, but I would say, you know, it's more likely, at least from what I've experienced before, it's, you know, bullish rising wedges, they do bounce out of this this low down here. Bearish rising wedges go all the way down to the bottom, I don't think, you know, if you are any kind of bullish, we should definitely bounce over here. So right now you're seeing this rising wedge. This is more than likely to, you know, come up here, even right now, just break down or go all the way up here and then break down. But you know, the move towards downside right now, it's more than likely. But this is small time frames. This is over here like 30-minute chart. Like, it doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't really matter. What we are actually interested in is like 4-hourly, daily, and so forth, over here. And this is the most important triangles, you know. So how this, you know, 30-minute chart plays out, you know, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Now, divergences, guys, divergences. So Mladen says that there is divergence on the chart, and I say there is no divergence on the chart. So I'm gonna make my case for why there is no divergence on the chart, and you can make, you know, you guys can make your case for why there is divergence on the chart. Now I understand that a lot of people are looking at this. They're looking at this pivot point and this pivot point. They're seeing that the price is going towards lower, while these two levels are going towards higher. Now this is, the way I see it, the wrong way to do it, because we clearly have a pivot point right in the middle up here. So divergences should be looked at between these 2 points over here. The only reason why we should not look at this pivot point, if there was some kind of engulfing candle up here that, you know, bounced right back up, some kind of, you know, overextension up here, and then, you know, bounce right back up again, and then you could look at this divergence over here, right? But right now there are actually two pivot points up here. Technically 3 pivot points. So we are looking for, first, there is no divergence, and there is no divergence up here as well. So there is no divergence, but there is bearish divergence on the chart. There is bearish divergence on the chart, and you can see right now that this move towards the upside and this pivot point over here, right now it is creating a bearish divergence. So we don't have bullish divergence, we actually have a bearish divergence. So right now everything telling me, first of all, we got a triangle that's failing to break towards the upside, we got this rising wedge, so everything is telling me right now that this bearish divergence will pull back towards the downside. Now how much the pullback is gonna be, that kind of depends, and then you can of course definitely go towards the upside up here, you know, when we create this pivot point over here, and then go towards the upside. So I would say there is a bearish divergence on the chart and not actually a bullish divergence on the chart, because this bullish divergence is not actually divergence, and the reason comes from, you know, experience. I don't have any better, you know, it's not like I watched somebody else and they told me this is the way to do it. The way I found out, you know, about the divergences is where, you know, first of all, you figure out, you know, how the RSI works and how the divergence works, and then I've seen a lot of people do very bad, you know, very wrong divergences. I mean, they would be looking at the chart like this over here, and then we say like, oh, this part goes down here, this part goes towards the upside, therefore that there is divergence, right? But there are a lot of pivot points up here, right? For some reason when it comes to this stop up here, right, everybody is looking at, you know, these divergences up here at the top. But when they're looking for some kind of hopium, you know, they're looking for, you know, entire thing over here. Now there is a way to look for entire thing as well, because there is clearly, you know, pivot points over here, right, as well. But you should not be looking at it on the daily time frame, because this is not a daily time frame chart. We look from the pivot to the pivot. So we zoom out, we look on the weekly time frame, right? We zoom out trying to find the closest pivot points closest pivot points up here. You see there is no divergence up here. There was slight divergence up here on the bottom down here. You can see that, and you can see how our price reacted. You can see up here pivot point, right? No, over here, and you can see up here the slight divergence up here, and the price extend towards upside. And towards upside, you can see these two pivot points up here. It goes towards downside. This goes towards upside. We dumped on the downside. So you see, the way I read the divergences is from the pivot to the pivot. So when you go to the daily time frame and you look at something like this, we clearly have pivot points over here in the middle. So we cannot just use these two pivot points over here. We gotta use this. And if you wanna, you know, see if there is some kind of connection between these two, what we do is we go up higher time frame and try to see on the, for example, on 2-day time frame, is there any divergence up here, right? Up here there looks like there is a bearish divergence up here more than bullish divergence. So that's why the price is so weak. The price is so weak because the price is still not you know, correcting these divergences. Over here there's a lot of things happening, so you can go to the monthly time frame up here, and you see also on the monthly time frame there is no divergences happening as well over here, because we are not taking this, you know, this pivot point and this pivot point and saying this going towards downside, or this pivot point and this pivot point and say this going towards upside. I mean, there is the words. I mean, this is a monthly time frame, but we are not saying, you know, this up here and this up here when we are looking at the monthly time frame. This is a lot more than monthly time frame. I mean, there are definitely clearly you know, divergence points up here at the top, up here and up here. So you can see up here that this goes towards upside, this goes towards downside. And then you gotta this move up here towards downside, and then you continue down again, right? So we get some kind of divergence. We had a nice pump towards upside, 2 candles actually, 2 months, and then towards downside again, right? So if you want to see if there is any kind of divergence between these 2 points over here, we gotta zoom even more in. Let's go to 2 months chart. We still got this, you know, pivot point in the middle up here. And I think we need to do it on the, you know, historical chart up here as well. So let's see if actually there is any kind of divergences up here. Let's go to the 3-month chart. There is still some kind of, you know, pivot point up here. Let's go to the 6-month, 5-month, 6-month chart. There we go. Right now we can see that there is actually divergence, because we got, you know, very clear pivot points up here. Over here there is no divergence, but right now over here there is huge bullish divergence. So we can see, we already know, but you know, this is 6-month chart, so you know, it's huge, and we see already the divergence, you know, it's already all good. So we gotta to avoid this, you know, 6-month divergence, we gotta go all the way below 7k. So if you want this to continue dumping down to 0 or something like that, right, we gotta go below I would say maybe down here. But even down here at 3k, 7k, we gotta go all below 7k to avoid the divergence. This is 6-month chart divergence, bullish divergence on the 6-month time frame. So you know, but you know, how far this is gonna go down before it actually, you know, bounces, doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is that pivot points are important, because a lot of people are doing it. You will see this on a lot of YouTube channels. They will be looking at chart on a 4-hourly time frame, and they will be, you know, measuring you know these levels up here, when there is a huge amount of, you know, pivot points and stuff like that. Because if you look at it something like this, you cannot measure this pivot, you know, this stop and this stop up here, because the price already corrects itself over here, and over here price already correct itself several times, right? So if this just continue going sideways, this just, you know, we want to see from the two closest pivot points, because two closest pivot points are, you know, the RSI is not corrected itself, so it's still in some kind of trend up here, right? So over here, for example, you know, two close pivot points up here, maybe it's a little bit higher time frame. You can see up here the price, you know, the RSI hasn't, you know, did the correction. Over here the RSI did correction, it's already stabilized itself, so it can do another big move towards the upside. But once it, you know, RSI is trending, you want to look, you know, these divergences up here, right? You will look, you know, between these 2 points and these 2 points and these 2 points, right? You look, you know, from point to point to see how is RSI losing strength or not, right? Is it losing strength or not, right? Nobody is looking at these 3 levels up here and saying that, and looking from this to this level up here. Everybody is looking, know that they should be looking at these 2 levels up here. But when they suddenly zoom out, for some reason there's like, oh, it's okay, look at this over here. if you want to zoom out and look at the bigger distance, you just go to the, you know, bigger time frames, and then you look at. Something you can talk, and I write in my case for divergence. Yeah, I know, but that's the, you know, kind of, you know, what I say, you know, the stuff that comes, you know, the perks of being a YouTuber, you know. I can talk and I can ignore everything else, and, you know, it's only me. And it's only my views, and it's only my truth, you know, so there is that. But what did you say? What did you say? We have a nice channel. There is, yeah, dobro jutro, hard dump coming, in my opinion, of bot 1.4. Guess that, I guess. Once is there, give me some Bitcoin. Something. Tila, what is the name of the program you use to see the planets? It's called, I can post you a link up here, the Sky Live or something like that. I'll post it on here in the chat. There you go. The Sky Live. It is bullish. I have just had a major long-term 1.4 hours trend. So, I need your channel. So I don't think there is any kind of divergence. There is actually bearish divergence on the small time frames. We got a bearish divergence up here. On top. We also are hitting the resistance right now. This is like almost 100% supposed to, you know, pull back. Now I'm not saying it's supposed to go down to 10k or anything like that, but it's supposed to pull back right now. So yes, we had that, you know, two days of nice moves towards the upside, but unfortunately it's not showing that much strength. Also, altcoins are not showing much strength. Altcoins are 0 point something. There are some altcoins that are pumping, I get that, but, you know, most altcoins are not, you know, right now, you know, exploding or anything like that. This hacks Polkadot or something like that, right? So there is that. DXY is still, you know, a little bit on the downside. It didn't come all the way up here to 108. It's right now just pulling back, but I'm still expecting this move up here. So this might be just some kind of normal pullback up here before it actually goes and retests these levels. So I'm considering that DXY will still continue towards the upside. I'm still considering that. Anyways, guys, that's what I got for you today. I don't have anything much. So we talked about, you know, what we have on the short-term time frame. Like we see that, you know, there might be some kind of pullback, stuff like that. I saw the XY pullback and saw gold gain $5 in a hurry about an hour ago. The gold, yeah, but gold is not actually moving that much. I'm very bearish on gold long term when it comes to monthly time frame. Like this pattern over here at the top is exactly the same pattern that Bitcoin had, and after you know, did this move up here, Bitcoin went down there, right? So, you know, I could say right now that we might see another, you know, 20% move down on gold. So I'm not really yet you know, bullish on gold. Unfortunately, I'm still not bullish on gold. Isn't there a holiday so stock closed Thursday and Friday? I don't know. I'm not from America, so I don't know. Can't wait for the altcoin video on the VeChain and Phantom. Good times. They will come again. Once we settle a little bit down. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. That's what I got for you today. And as we just said, guys, you don't have a lot of time left, so Black Friday sale on TradingView. Use my link down below if you want to get $30. You don't have to get $30. You can just sign up for premium. You get up to 60%, you know, on the TradingView. And we all love TI, guys. We all use TradingView. Like, it is the only thing that everybody uses. There is one guy that uses this thing called what is it called? You know the guy. What's the guy? He uses this weird, you know, stuff to, you know, make charts. I don't know. But beside that one guy, everybody else using TradingView. Everybody in any kind of, you know, stock market, crypto market, looking at charts is using TradingView. So if you're a trader, you know, if you, I don't know, if you just want more stuff, you know, on the chart, you know, right now is the time to get TradingView because it is such a good deal. And I said, like, long time before, I will be shilling TradingView once it comes. So, you know, I'm telling you right now, I mean, it's like 3 days left to get the TradingView because you won't be getting it anytime else. We don't know the date, but we like TradingView. MetaTrader. No, it's not MetaTrader. It's the what's his name, man? His name is I always forget. Alternative to TradingView. What's alternative? MetaTrader. I never heard about MetaTrader. What's MetaTrader? But it's not that one. It's not. It's is this weird thing that man, it looks like something taken from 1980s. I don't know. MetaTrader 4. No, it's not MetaTrader. But why 28? I say 24. The date is November 28. Mark my words, get screenshots. Yeah, I mean, you can't just say it's, you know, the date is 28. Like, we said the date is 22, but we said it based on something. Like, we got at least planets. Like, there are 4 planets in a row. 22 is the date. So if you say the date is 28, you gotta tell me why. Why is the date 28? How do you like my channels? Which channel? Let me see up here. Yeah, it's a nice channel. I saw it. I saw it. But this stop up here is actually a little bit, you know, it goes a little bit, you know, it's not hitting it very nicely. So I would like, you know, this, I think, you know, this top up here, this pivot point, sorry, this week up here, this week and this week, these 3 weeks are creating a very nice triangle. But I don't know how to make a channel out of that up here. Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame. So I really like these over here, because up here you can see up here how nicely it jumps above it, holds it, breaks it, then rejects it, and then goes down. And you got these three really nice. Like, look at this. Like, it is very nice, right? This one actually on Bitfinex, so it does look nice. So out of this we can actually make a very nice, you know, where is the channel up here, right? Can you say this is the channel? I mean, kind of can say that this is channel up here. Maybe the channel something like this up here. This looks nice. Yeah, give or take. Then 4 is based on good logic, but where do I post it? You post it on the on Twitter, and you just tag me, and then I'll look at it. And then if we are having live, I can even, you know, show it live. Morning after Thanksgiving is the 28th. Okay, morning after Thanksgiving is the November the 28th. Okay, I get it. Trend lines are waste. We keep on adjusting to comfort. But if you don't use trend lines, what are you gonna use, man? Fibonacci, like, it's the same thing with trend lines. You keep adjusting them, right? What are you gonna use? You got trend lines. You got moving averages, right? Like, what are you gonna use? My name is Tater. It's okay, man, Gort. We get it. We get it. But doesn't matter. You tag me in your post. You post the chart. You tag me, and when you come on the chat, you say, "Hey, man, look at my Twitter," or I tagged you in some post, and I check it out. Or you can join our Telegram channel, and, you know, post there like Mladen did. You know, posting charts in the Telegram channel. So there is that. Anyways, guys, I don't have anything else for you today. Hope you enjoyed the day. It's very snowy today. It's very snowy today here in Norway. You know, enjoy the day. Go out, you know, play in snow. Create some, you know, snowman. Mladen, you should definitely go out, you know, and work on your skill on building snowmans, because, you know, you got a kid right now. So, you know, a couple of years you're gonna do that either way, so you can, you know, get some training going on. Anyways, guys, I'm done. See you around. Bye bye. Well, sorry, your verification has been rejected. The reason for failure is as follows. As per updated compliance standards regarding EU anti-money laundering directives, you must complete the latest identity verification process to access Binance services. Well, F you. Binance just took my money. We don't have snow in Austria. You're in Austria! Just go any kind of mountain that's like over 5 meters and there is snow on top of it, man. You're in Austria. Everybody goes to Austria for snow. Binance KYC. Yeah, Binance KYC. Doesn't matter, man. I pay my taxes, so I don't, you know, I'm not living in Dubai, you know. I pay my taxes, you know. What am I gonna do? Become a criminal? I say, no, I don't want to pay my taxes. No, I want to pay my taxes and I want to go do stuff, you know. Don't bother me. Anyways, guys, that's it. Bye-bye. I don't have any outro. There is outro. There is actually no outro there. There is outro.